Hello, Nova Nation. Welcome back to Cats on the Court. I'm David Shapansky.
I'm Madison Hodges.
And I'm Nathan Mather.
Time for our women's basketball episode, and the Wildcats coming off of a 76-70 win against Boston College last night at the Finn in the first round of the WBIT. Villanova trying to get back to the finals of the WBIT, where they were last year, unfortunately lost to Illinois. But initially, just want to start with reactions from last night's game. What are your thoughts? Villanova's 76-70 win wasn't pretty for the defense, but their offense had one of their best games in some time.
Yeah, absolutely. I was there in person at that game. I thought it was a great game overall. Villanova did not play to their expectations in the first half, and that's something that Coach Denise Dillon had said. But they were able to turn around it at halftime, and they really started to light up in the second half, thanks to, obviously, Jasmine Bosco, Maddie Weber, and also Ryan Allen really stepped in at the three-point line. She even had her own little fan club there as well, who were really hyped to see her perform well. Overall, really good game with Villanova, and I think they can have a really good chance of making it far in this tournament.
I would say one word to describe this game was resiliency. The Cats started down 15-4. We were down late in the third quarter of this game, but time and again, players like you mentioned, Bosco, Weber, Green, Ryan Allen, who we'll be talking about here in a minute, just kept making those winning plays to get us over the hump in the end, and that's going to be very important throughout the entire WBIT.
The thing that I really liked, too, in this game, and Bosco was great, 24 points. Maddie Weber, 12 points. Ryan Allen, 17. But really was the rebounding. I mean, Boston College is a fantastic rebounding team. They average about 37, 38 rebounds per game. And Villanova had 41 rebounds against them. That was close. I believe the final margin was 41-39 in favor of Villanova. But the fact that you were able to win that battle, and Villanova is not really known for their size, and every player that played for the Wildcats last night accumulated at least 2 rebounds. Now, I know Boston College was a little short. They only played with 7 players. However, still a good rebounding performance. Want to talk about one of the best rebounders on the team, Ryan Allen. I mean, she tied a career high with 17 points last night. I mean, she's done a lot for Villanova the past 5 games. Overall this season, she's averaging 4 points per game, but in her last 5, she's averaging more than 8, almost 9. You know, when you look at her role for the future, because it's not just about this year as Villanova continues in the WBIT, but next year, I mean, it seems like she's going to play a really important part in Villanova's future over the next few years, assuming she stays here on the main line.
Yeah, I hope Ryan Allen actually stays. I think she's a great asset to this team. She is definitely going to help out this team next season if she stays. She was kind of a quiet assassin, is how I like to call her. In the beginning of the season, she didn't play and then started to play towards the middle and end. And she's really started to come out of her shell and show her skills. We saw that last night against BC when she was really hitting it from all cylinders outside. And I think she will definitely be a great asset for this team if she stays.
Yeah, one of the first games that she really broke onto the scene, I would say, was against St. John's way back in the middle of January. She almost had a double-double in that game. And again, last night was one of her best performances of the season. And for this team, I think we're looking for a lot of pieces just to put around Bosco and put around Weber. And I think she can be one of those for the future, most definitely.
I completely agree with what you both said. I mean, Ryan Allen, transfer from Vanderbilt, coming over here to the main line to Villanova, and she's played really well for the Wildcats. In the beginning of the year, like Madison said, she was coming off of an injury. She wasn't playing a whole lot of time. Coach Dillon was kind of taking her time getting her minutes back. But over the past couple weeks, really past month, 2 months, she's played more time, especially in Big East play, and she's looked really good. Want to talk about the next game for Villanova. The Wildcats getting ready to take on St. Joe's in a rematch on Hawk Hill. Villanova won the first game, and really what turned out to be a blowout back in December. But it's been a long time since these two teams have matched up, and really kind of St. Joe's has definitely become a much better team over the past couple weeks, and really over the past month and a half in conference play. They almost won the A-10 tourney to make it to March Madness. So I want to get your thoughts once again here on Villanova versus St. Joe's. How can the Wildcats come away with a win and sweep St. Joe's this season?
Yeah, we got a Big 5 rival, hometown rival. This is going to be a really good game. Villanova is definitely going to have to come out strong in the first half. They cannot be quiet in the first half like how they were with BC. That's going to hurt them in the end. Making sure that we have Jasmine Bosco going, Maddie Weber going, and if we can try to get Ryan Allen again going, we definitely have a good chance. Rebounding is going to be key, definitely against St. Joe's as well. This is going to take a whole team effort to get this win against St. Joe's.
I'm still favoring the Wildcats. I don't know if by as many as 16 like way back in December, but it's very hard in like a mental block sort of sense to beat a team who beat you so badly early on in the year. And echoing a lot of what Madison said, all those players need to get going. I think, back to David, the rebounding is going to be so crucial in this game. Allen can headline that, and just again, not giving teams those second and third chance opportunities, because that has cost us in a lot of games this year.
Well, Ziegler and Bluger, the top two scorers for the St. Joe's team, And they're really good. They're going to score the basketball really efficiently. Their offense is really good. So for me, it's about Villanova's defense because the Wildcats really struggled defensively against Boston College, who is a pretty solid offensive team. But coming out of the ACC, they haven't played too many tough games. Villanova's defense did struggle. So I think it's a lot about how can Villanova's defense do against St. Joe's. That's going to dictate a lot of it. But also can the Wildcats play well offensively. I think also on the offensive side of the ball, it's going to come down to the three-point shooting. They did not shoot the ball well last night, 25% from behind the arc against the Eagles for a team that really doesn't have great perimeter defense. So how can Villanova shoot against St. Joe's? They shot really well against the Hawks in the first game. Will they have that same success around 50, 55%? Probably not. You won't need to get that to win, but you still have to be around their average, which is about 37, 38% this season. So a lot to look forward to once again for the women's team as they continue to wrap things up in the WBIT. Hopefully not wrap things up, keep things going for a long time.
Yeah.
But guys, I know that we get ready for game day in many different ways, so we'll talk about that coming up in a little bit here on Cats on the Court, but we'll be right back.
And today I'm here with Jasmine Bosco after their 76-7 win over Boston College. So Jasmine, first time playing postseason collegiately, how has it been for you?
It's been amazing. I mean, we've stressed a lot that this could be our last game, so going out there and just giving our all. We're lucky that we have a couple days in between each game, so, just got to go out and push, drain all of our energy, get it back tomorrow, and just keep going.
You were a big key factor in the offense this game. What did you do to prepare for this game?
I think just all the preparation that's been behind the scenes, like the extra hours, everything, the coaches preparing me for this and showing their trust in me. I mean, I wouldn't be doing any of that if they didn't trust me. And so just knowing that my coaches have my back, my teammates have my back, it's all I need.
And in going into halftime, it was tied. Now, ideally, you guys didn't play how you would have liked to in the first half. What kind of adjustments and what did Coach tell you during halftime?
Right. They were killing us in the paint, and so we stressed that. We were like, it's got to stop. It has to stop. And so just knowing that we got to help each other out, kind of pack it in a bit more. And it led to a lot of blocks, steals, just things that would get us going. And then we got our rhythm back. So it was major for us.
And with your freshman year almost coming to a close in the postseason, what has it been like being able to play for Villanova?
I've just been so grateful. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better year, better teammates, better coaches. Just everything's been perfect. And so I'm so lucky. Obviously, as a freshman, this isn't like what you always kind of get, but I've appreciated it all. I don't want it to end yet.
And you guys are looking forward to playing St. Joe's on Sunday. What are you guys going to do to prepare for that game?
Yeah, it's going to be competitive. It's kind of known as like a rivalry. So just going out there, pushing, obviously taking our break, refueling tomorrow, but it's going to be a great game. I'm so excited.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. I had the pleasure of speaking with Jasmine Bosco after the game yesterday against Boston College, and we were just chatting it up, asking about favorite songs and artists, and she had told me her favorite artist was Drake. So now I'm kind of curious to hear from y'all. Who is your hype artist or song?
Country music fan Luke Combs for me. But if I wasn't going to go with Luke Combs, I would go with Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran, maybe not a hype music, but I like Ed Sheeran a lot.
I'd go along the same line as Basco, probably Drake or J. Cole. One of the two. I know it's pretty mainstream, but those are two of my faves.
Interesting take with you in country, and then you're here with Drake and J.
So
Cole.
where do you go, Madison?
I personally am going to kind of go with what you had said. Drake is a good artist of mine. I've been my #1 artist on Spotify for the past 3 years, so I'm going to have to say Drake.
What song? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Ooh, that's going to be difficult. I like old Drake. Drake's older songs are more superior than his most recent ones. But yeah,
Very
I'm going to have to take it with Drake. Well, thank you all everyone so much for tuning in for Cats on the Court this week, and we will see you next week. Go Cats!